Hi there, it's Friday, the last day of the working week, and we've got sport, career and bits of Japanese culture to visit on our show this afternoon. Throw away the traditional thought that football is just for men. The sport has become universal and knows no boundaries. FIFA, in partnership with the PNG Football Association, is joined to drive and develop women's football. Its latest global campaign, Live Your Goals, kicked off recently in Port Moresby. Noreen Dada showed us the highlights.
Clear sky, warm weather, a great way to strap on the boots and take the field for a run around in the name of football development. Scores of children, shapes and sizes showed up for the launch of the global football campaign Live Your Goals, a program universally created to inspire and keep girls and women interested in soccer. And judging by the Port Moresby turnout, there was no shortage of interest. The FIFA Legacy Live Your Goals campaign targets females from the ages of 6 to 24 years, and originally the global campaign was launched at the FIFA Women's World Cup in Germany in 2011 to empower more girls to participate in football. For PNG, it was launched last weekend.
After this launching, the staff responsible need to work out where to move first, and I can only assist the staff to organize the rollout program. At the moment, they're targeting Ley and Bougainville and the New Guinea Highlands, Ley and Momase, and hopefully get it into Western Highlands or Eastern Highlands. We have other programs going into other centers, and we don't want to sort of club everything into one area and some people feel left out. So if we have a program running in one part of the country, we'd like to give another program to another part of the country. So we are seen to be being mindful of everyone in the community, because the programs are not different, but the way and the means in terms of the delivery are different. We have just play program currently on foot, and then we have the Merry Football that is also on foot. We have our elite program, the Center of Excellence and Development Centers are also out. So, as I say, when we leave some centers out, people feel left out, and which is not good. We'd like to involve every member in our country.
The Live Your Goals program is part of FIFA's legacy to stage FIFA's Under-20 Women's World Cup in PNG. With a global interest of 30 million women playing football, their efforts to get as many more ladies into soccer doesn't stop at the Live Your Goals campaign. There's sure to be more to come. For now, there's already interest identified in provinces throughout the country.
We have like the Kimbe, Western Britain, we have a center for development for girls. There's an academy built, and that will be strictly only for girls, where we will have it's an educational center. So we're trying to, the governor, the provincial government is very much excited about this, and he's actually putting his hands up to continue to support that program. So as much as possible after the World Cup, we'd like to get the government, like we have the provincial government, we have the national government, and we have our local level governments. We'd like to have those as our partners, first partners, for them to sustain and to make it as an education department as a partner. So those plans are in the pipeline, but with this World Cup, I'm sure that we can have those partners putting their hands up. We see the interest that everyone is giving in. We see the momentum that has been built. So we're hoping that FIFA being our first #1 partner, that has really have impact in these programs. in actually making sure that the world knows how to play, popularize football in the world. So we want that same kind of initiative to go to our own government. Because when our government be partner with us, we feel good about it. So they take it and they run with it in their provinces. So Western Britain has come good with us, and we're excited about it. So we're hoping that the others will get it, and we've seen some good interest.
It's about one. It's about need to make me run, to make me see for real. It's about one. Let me do I feel to make me run, to make me be for real. It's about one. It's about need. Give me the power. It's about one. It's about need. Give me the power. Give me
The role of the media is various, and often it's a profession that goes under scrutiny. In understanding certain processes and how typical media organizations operate, the company tackling on PNG's largest and only LNG project, ExxonMobil, conducted a media awareness workshop visiting various media organizations in Port Moresby. NBC was on their list of visits, and Kashmir Wakan joins them in their tour of PNG's oldest media organization.
You can create your own voice. You can create mediums where you can get the stories published.
It's not so difficult to get a blog or to get a website running. In the meanwhile, you can always get your news in other blogs, and we were talking the other day, yesterday, about the occupied spaces.
It's just training them a little bit on online communication, on how to write stories.
Really helped a lot of these participants on the work of the media.
Most motivated and empowered with a lot of skills and knowledge.
How to write stories in very simple English.
Give them the skills so that they're able to disseminate information.
The thing that we were writing the other day, at the picture, and then we will have the link so that we can share it.
The media workshop was facilitated by Divine Word University's Communication Arts Department. The workshop aims to empower and develop writing skills and online publishing skills for NGOs and CDOs.
The aim and the objective of the course is basically to train the participants and to enable them, empower them, give them the skills so that they're able to disseminate information. The CBOs, NGOs of course, do a lot of work with the communities, but unfortunately not much of the story is put out in the papers or is brought up, is aired on radio or on TV.
So the objective of the workshop, that has been funded by ExxonMobil PNG and facilitated by Divine Word University, is to train all these organizations, the CBOs and the NGOs that partner with Exxon, and that they are doing great stuff, but they are missing some skills to put them out.
And so this training course is to enable them to use the media, not only to promote their work, but also to advocate for the type of work they are doing.
What we're going to do is the story that you have been working on these last 3 days, we're going to get it out.
Most participants were motivated and encouraged to continue their work in their respective fields.
But this training was really nice, which we were most motivated and empowered with a lot of skills and knowledge in practical and theory to really identify and do the breakdowns in the advocacy strategies in putting all the problems, and then we break it into leads how we can put it to the media, and then people can know what we are doing.
I think this training helps the participants to tell the stories of what is actually, or what PNG is actually all about, and the good people that do the good stuff that go unreported. So this media and communications training, funded by ExxonMobil PNG and facilitated by Divine Word, really helped a lot of these participants on the work of the media, how to write stories in very simple English, who do they see in media, how they can capture their stories using photographs. So that was the kind of training that they did in the last couple of 3 days.
At the end of the 3-day workshop, the participants were given a grand tour of PNG's National Broadcasting Corporation's facilities.
The presenter, you're looking at me, but you're reading off this thing.
Yes.
So I'm supposed to be seeing.
You're supposed to see words.
It was good for the participants that came here, and all of us grew up listening to NBC, and there are some famous names that we grew up listening to the jokes and the news, and so we grew with NBC pretty much. Lately, all the other commercial stations came into play, but otherwise, most of us grew up with NBC. For me personally, just walking in here and seeing the rebranding, it just brings a new life.
Where all that button stuff is, that's called a vision mixer. That's the director. He sits there to tell the anchor, look at this camera, we're going to go to this camera next. Tells the cameraman close up or get a wide shot. Comes from the director.
We're seeing the improvement in the way you produce your programs, you do the news, your advertisements. The building might be the old building, but it's just you just walk in here and you just feel this new leash of life in NBC. So in a way, the visit was good. A lot of things have changed, and yes.
Good afternoon, Papua New Guinea. It's a pleasure to see you on the screen.
Vital feedback and insight there into how media is seen through the eyes of some of the public. Next, afternoon tea with Barbara from The Voice Inc.